Hey y'all, happy Monday. Welcome to another What Else is Going On, aka We Go Podcast YouTube video. I'm your girl, your host, Taria. Thank you to all of my subscribers who've been here from the beginning, came in the middle, and who are new here. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate how we can kiki and laugh and get down in the comments and have a good old time. I appreciate the respectful, heavy on the respectful discourse. I really do appreciate y'all and what we're trying to create over here. So, I hope y'all had a good weekend, a good Easter. If you observe all those good things, there are two quick stories that I want to get into real quick with you. First of all, Mama Mia, Mia Thornton, baby Mia is up and out of not only Maryland, but of Potomac. Let me show y'all. Let's get into her recent IG post. We're going to turn the sound on, even though there's no sound. So let's get into it. So this is Mia's post. The Mia Moore Times. Mia Thornton moves to Atlanta. And then Mia Thornton moves to Atlanta, coming soon, all of this stuff. Mia Thornton, franchise queen. Franchise queen. Let's get into it. Let me go back while I read her caption. With every new season comes a new beginning, and I have some news to share. My family and I have made the decision to relocate to Atlanta, and with that, I will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Potomac next season. The past four seasons have been an unforgettable journey, one filled with growth, lessons, and so many incredible memories. I want to thank Truly Original, Bravo, NBC Universal, and Andy Cohen for believing in me and giving me the space to share my story. To my castmates, thank you for the laughs, the lessons, and the unforgettable moments. And to the amazing fans, your love and support has meant everything to me. I'll always carry that with me. This next chapter is already full of exciting opportunities, and I can't wait to take you all along for the ride. Big things are coming. I don't just make headlines, I make history. Atlanta, brace yourself. The empire has expanded. Hashtag legacy in the making. Ciao, ciao, ciao. So I wonder if she got word that she wasn't coming back to Potomac and then decided to move to Atlanta. I really do. I know Giselle said at the reunion, I heard that like that you live in Atlanta. And I'm not gonna lie, at first I didn't believe her because we have known Giselle to repeat a story wrong. I've been told this and it wasn't the truth. That has been established. We have flashbacks to prove it, all those things. However, so I wasn't really 100% sure if what Giselle was saying was true in terms of Mia leaving, you know. Clearly it was. And now that I think about it, I forgot that Jamal lives in Atlanta, Giselle's ex, and Giselle's daughter, one of her girls, goes to college in Atlanta. And Giselle's daughters, before they even went to college, would be in Atlanta visiting Jamal a lot. So I'm sure she has a lot of friends there or connects even, that know or see Mia or Ink and would be able to tell her, before it came out that that's where Mia was residing at down in the ATL. Child, Mia is a Georgia peach. Now, so again, I really would like to know if she moved there because she got the word she ain't wasn't coming back to Atlanta, wasn't coming back to Potomac. So she just moved to Atlanta because that's where Ink is, and maybe she feels like she can have a fresh start there. Or is is she trying to get on Potomac? I mean, on Atlanta. Or is she doing something with Carlos King? I only say that because remember Young, Bad, and Bougie, or Young, Bountiful, and Bougie? I think it was Young, Bad, and Bougie with Malaysia from the Real House. I mean, from Malaysia was on it, and she's from Basketball Wives. She lives in Atlanta. Usher's ex-wife, Tamika Raymond, she lives in Atlanta. Princess, the one who put the Real Housewives of Atlanta together, she was on the show. She was in Atlanta. Um, Candy's friend that we had seen on Atlanta. Oh, y'all know Gaucher. She lives in Atlanta. She was on this Carlos King show. And Neo's ex-wife, Crystal, lives in Atlanta, and she was on this show. And I remember when the show was out, Carlos and Marlo used to do recaps of the show. And Marlo, he was saying Marlo, people were calling for Marlo to be on the show. So part of me wonders, are they getting another season? And if Mia is going to be a part of that, I guess we'll see. One of the comments says, I really hope that you will be a part of RHOA next season. You need to be around some young, turned, pretty girls that like to have fun. I could see you getting along with Britt and Kelly. You'll fit right in. The gag is Britt and Kelly don't even get along now. Anyway, however, thank you for giving us the moments you did, and I'm wishing you all the best. That was a nice reply. Do y'all feel like you could see her on RHOA? One of the comments said, we already knew this. It's like the third time you've said you moved to Atlanta because Giselle was correct, and we know you walked off stage. That was the end for you. Don't join RHOA. Oh, child. Somebody said, please, she won't survive. Wow. Carlos King was in the comments. He just said Mia with a crying face. Wow, baby. So what do y'all think? Do y'all Oh, somebody said one thing about at Giselle Bryant, she don't lie about this. Um, but anyway, I wonder, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like Giselle Mia could have probably handled well, she kind of did come up against Giselle this season a little. But I believe once she realized that Giselle wasn't playing with her, maybe Mia didn't want to feel like she was going to be iced out by the cast because it wasn't just Giselle. All the ladies called Mia out. So I wonder if she felt, if Mia left on her own, I wonder if she felt like this will be a tough season for her because she's not going in like everybody on her side and everybody against Wendy or everybody against Candace or everybody against someone else, meaning the cast. You know what I'm saying? And then the feedback that she got from the viewers, I'm wondering if she made the decision to leave again, or if she really is going to try to get on RHOA. Do y'all feel like Mia can hang with the RHOA girls? Nene, in her first episode of her talk show, had talked to Carlos and said, Housewives was basically eating each other up with your words. That's what it was supposed to be about. Not violence, not this, not that. They were supposed to be getting each other with their words as best you can, basically. I think people forgot that along the way. People forget that when it comes to their housewives they don't like using their words to back people up off them. They feel like it's too low or too much. And I always think of Candace when I think of that. Like people, oh, she always runs her mouth. And I always tell people it's in response to what people say to her. So is she supposed to tone down her response with her mouth? But I will say this. Mia couldn't really handle Candace's mouth. So if you think that you can go to Atlanta and be with Portia, if Kenya was going to be there, Kenya, I don't know if I can see Mia hanging with her. But then again, that could surprise me. Maybe she could. And I know people may say, well, like when people say so and so is friends with so and so. Portia and Shamia were friends, and look what happened. You know, Shamia has talked about basically the show. It was the show that caused some friction. So if Mia was even socially friends with these people, that means when we get on the show, oh, I don't have no loyalty to you because we socially friends. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Mia could handle Atlanta, but maybe the new group she can. Who knows? Could y'all see Mia on Atlanta? If you could see Mia on Atlanta, y'all give me four other girls. Well, how many wives is there? Five or six? If y'all want Mia, give me five other girls you want to see with Mia on Atlanta. If Mia had to be on Atlanta, my five other girls would be Portia, Shamia, Nene, Kenya, Angela. And I'll even throw Kelly in. But if I could only have six, those would be the six. But if I could add Kelly, then I would add Kelly. Y'all let me know who y'all would want to see. Speaking of housewives, ex housewives, and still housewives, Sutton Strack has spoken out about Garcelle unfollowing everybody. Let's get into it. This is according to the reality blurb. Sunstrack is breaking her silence just days after Garcelle Bouvet unfollowed her on social media. Following the filming of the Real Housewives of the Beverly Hills reunion, there started to be rumblings about a rift between Garcelle and Sutton after fans noticed they had stopped liking each other's posts in recent weeks. Then came reports stating the two friends were no longer on speaking terms as Garcelle felt Sutton didn't have her back during the reunion taping, which she didn't. But I mean, ain't no surprise when it comes to Sutton, the Southern Belle full of Southern comfort. Anyway, Garcelle all but confirmed there was tension between her and Sutton when she unfollowed Sutton and majority of the RHOBH cast on Instagram last week, only continuing to follow Kathy Hilton and Jennifer Tilly. In a statement to page 6, Sutton shared her thoughts on Garcelle unfollowing her. Garcelle has chosen to unfollow all of the housewives, said Sutton in her statement. I can only imagine that she needs a clean break right now. I love her and I'm giving her the space she needs. I know that she is going to move through this next chapter with grace and success. And she noted that Garcelle is still following her businesses, the Sutton concept, and Sutton brands on social media. I wonder if Garcelle will be unfollowing the businesses now that Sutton has said something about her following the businesses, right? She said she's going to move to this next chapter with grace and success, but also said, I can only imagine that she needs a clean break. If you were somebody's real friend, though, if you were somebody's real friend, like that's my friend, even if it started out as an alliance, that's my friend. That's my girl. That's my good Judy. That's my home girl. That's my sister. That's all of that. If you're somebody's real good friend, and let's say you realized you didn't ride for her the way you could have and the way she's always ridden for you in the reunion, would you not try to go to them and make amends? Now, I did say in another video talking about Garcelle unfollowing them, if I was Garcelle, I would have to be looking at the Southern Belle full of Southern comfort, Sutton, like you're coming to me now apologizing because now you don't have to have my back or be in contention with me or defending me with girls who you actually want to be friends with. So it'd be easy for Sutton to be like, I'm so sorry, da 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 da. I should have had your back. I didn't. I am going to have your back, knowing she's not going to be on the show. Now, at BravoCon, I don't know if it was this one or the last one. It might have been this one. Sutton spoke and said she regretted not speaking up and having Garcelle's back the year that Erica cussed out her son. Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, so it's interesting how that comes around when you didn't have it. You know what I mean? You say you regret it one year, you didn't have it this season or the reunion, and now you feel like she needs a clean break and you're going to give her the space she needs. But again, if that is my ride, I don't want to, I feel like ride or die. Why do we have to die? No. If that is my rider, my girl, my sister, not having, I'm going to say Garcelle's because I think, let me see. Ah, it's not pulling it up. But again, last year, Sutton did say, or at BravoCon, she regretted not having Garcelle's back. Let me see. Let's see. Because I literally just saw the clip. Here it is. Yes, Sutton Strack expressed regret for not standing up for Garcelle and her son Jax after Erica Jane allegedly cursed at him. Yep. So this was at BravoCon 2022. Yeah. So it's like then you don't have her back there. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't know that it just sucks all the way around because I feel like Garcelle thought they were actually really friends. And clearly they just weren't. But y'all let me know. Would y'all be like, but then again, I guess it's different if you consider yourself a real friend of somebody. Y'all probably would try to reach out. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Is Sutton doing the right thing? Letting her have her space. I will say this though, the clean break. If you have a clean break, it's like we're done. Because she says, I love her and I'm giving her the space she needs. Ain't no space. If a clean break, we're done. Right. So I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll be back later. I do want to get into Kenya. I know that we have seen it. Everybody has talked about it, but I still wanted to talk about it with y'all. I took some notes on Kenya's YouTube, and then I'm going to do an Atlanta recap, but I'm supposed to have a guest on also to talk a little bit about Atlanta. So we'll see. And it might be like 19 minutes and 37 seconds. I still wanted to give my quick thoughts on Beverly Hills. There was just so much going on this week and getting ready and then trying to get ready for my trip for New Orleans on Thursday. I hate last minute packing. Y'all supposed to have everything at least laid out to pack yesterday. But I did my gym thing, cooked, waited for my mom and dad to come. And then, I did wash clothes while they were here, but I didn't want to be, trying to pack upstairs while we were spending time together. But I'm going to get it done before Wednesday. That's for sure. Like by Wednesday, everything's going to be completely packed and ready to go. So I can't wait to go to New Orleans. All right, y'all. I will be back later. Again, I want to take the time to say thank y'all for supporting. I appreciate it. See ya.